Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back. In this next video that we're going to be doing right now, moving along with Archangel Jophiel, we're going to be reading chapters 3 and 4. And of course, this is the Archangelology series that we're doing, written by Angela Grace. All right, so chapter 3 is titled Serene Grace. Jophiel is always around us, and we are always linked to her. We can see her message even in times where our situation may not feel blessed. She is there gently holding our shoulder or hand, gently guiding us. We can look closer at our situations and really begin to understand the almost motherly love that she is sending us, telling us that it is okay. All we must do is begin to look at what she is teaching us. We also can begin to change things in our everyday, to begin embracing the ideas of beauty that she is channeling into us. This is Jophiel's grace, the true core of her power, and the thing that sets her apart from other archangels. Many arguments can be won by the compassionate, using logic and wisdom to counter aggression and anger. This quiet strength that I have touched on is evident time and again in how Jophiel communicates with us and her influence on us. Calming. As we may find confidence in times of uncertainty, the same is true of a sudden calm in times of upheaval. This is all a sign that she is aiding us when we need her grace. Jophiel is calm, gentle, kind, and compassionate. She is the inner voice telling you that what you feel is wrong needs to be discussed, and she is showing you how with her calm and compassionate being. You will feel her in a soft breeze whispering to you that you can talk to your colleague, friend, or even lover about something that's bothering you. By embracing her calm and compassionate manner, we too can learn to deal with any issues with her gentle strength guiding us. She is the sudden, undeniable calm that washes over us in moments where all the noise has grown a little too loud. We feel the air enter our lungs and slowly exhale. That is her calming influence doing its work over our physical stresses. What we need to do now is consider how we can build on this calming influence by doing things in our lives to encourage calm. So the first recommendation is tidying, so cleaning up, tidying up. An old adage that I want to bring to your attention, as it seems important here, a tidy house is a tidy mind. I not only believe this is true, but I know this is one of the messages we are receiving. Clutter can lead to feeling overwhelmed, and Jophiel may be telling us that it is time to tidy and remove that clutter, to reorganize our lives not just with the physical clutter, but also the mental clutter. We may receive this message through smells and colors around us, through hints in our lives that we have come to understand. Jophiel is a gentler archangel than most, and her way is not as brash as others. It is through that subtle manner that she is able to teach us grace. And in this grace, we may realize that a pile of old letters or that bookshelf needs to be organized, tidied to help us clear our physical space, and that burdens of negative emotion can be tidied in the same way to help cleanse our minds. Reorganizing a book or DVD collection, dusting our shelves, throwing open the windows, and throwing out the excess is a great exercise. It's one that many people already do once a year, usually referring to it as spring cleaning. This act of ridding ourselves of clutter is something that we have needed as a people for a long time. This is a message from Jophiel. Honesty. Jophiel represents not just beauty, but honesty. Integrity is as much what defines her as the love and compassion she shows us. This is one of the core lessons we can learn from her, one of the core messages she wants us to understand. If we are to clear our minds of the burdens of negativity, we have to realize that it is okay to let go, as that energy does not serve us, does not matter to us. And this honesty is one of our most important tools. It is where we decide what is important to us, what we can embrace, and what are cast off. This can be done with compassion and love, and with this honesty, it will bring us closer to Jophiel. Embracing this honesty can also allow her to show you the things you are yearning for that you may not have even realized. Be it something physical or spiritual, she can show us through her love what we are missing in our souls. Grace. Grace is more than just the way we move. Grace is a concept of how we walk, talk, and think of ourselves, but also how we treat others. It is calm and composed, kind even in the face of difficulty. It is composure and honesty. This is an important part of building the best connection to Jophiel as we can. It can be the grace to know when to try or to say goodbye. One of the most important ways we can better ourselves and connect with Jophiel is to have the grace to be kind to those who are not kind to us. Banish ignorance. A big part of Jophiel's message of love and reassurance is that she knows that we are all equal. All our bodies and souls are loved the same by her and by God. Being ignorant of another person's feelings and beliefs is not what Jophiel sends in her divine message for us. She is telling us to love all those around us, even when it may seem the person does not deserve compassion. The simple truth is that we are not to judge others. That is not our job. Our role in this life is to help bridge the gap between the divine and the human. So there is something called the alter ego and the divine ego, which we all have in us. And so that just basically means that we all have the capacity to make what we would call bad choices and be the villain, or to make good choices and to not be the villain. And if we've lived many lives, we've been all of these things. So the idea is that we embrace people no matter what. And there is a big difference in forgiveness and still a person receiving justice if they've done something that does require justice, and a difference between forgiveness and reconciliation and when that's appropriate, and justice and vengeance. There's differences between those things. If you want to learn more about forgiveness and compassion, I did read a really great book called The Sacred Art of Forgiveness. The Sacred Art or The Sacred Act of Forgiveness. And it's a really, really great step-by-step, easy to understand guide regarding forgiveness, how it affects us when we forgive, when we don't forgive, and how it affects others, and what the differences is with justice and vengeance, with reconciliation and just forgiving, when it's safe to reconcile and when it may not be. Really great book, full of a lot of what we might consider to be common sense, but we definitely need reminders of in our day-to-day lives. Okay, let's see. Even those who do not want to see the truth of archangels need our love and support, possibly most of all. All right, now chapter 4, blessings and healings. Jophiel is beautiful, honest, and a beacon of integrity. She is also a being of healing, and this is an important part of the process. You may have had low self-esteem, but suddenly found yourself washed over with positive thoughts and energy. This is the word of Jophiel. She wants you to see the blessings in your everyday life. She wants you to marvel at a painting or book, to envelop yourself in the things that make you happy. She is the moment of sudden calm, of peace in our minds. In those moments, Jophiel is sending you messages that it is okay to relax, to let the energy go. This, the state of healing, is one of her many blessings to you. It is okay to have hardships and stresses. We all have them. But all that time, Jophiel was giving you the strength to persevere, to endure. She is the one who helps you rest and heal when you need it. And not just in the physical sense, but in the emotional sense too. When you have had times of sadness bookended by a moment of profound clarity and joy, that is Jophiel speaking to you, whispering that it is okay and that you are going to get better. Her blessings are the calmness and grace with which we discuss a disagreement with a lover or let go of an old friendship that has grown sour. It is the casting out of all the negative energy from pain and sadness and replacing it with a fresh and new hope, love, and calmness. Her healing can help us relax our minds and our bodies, removing our spiritual clutter in much the same way that we have begun to remove the physical debris and embrace our new start, our new chapter. A great way of understanding the many blessings we are receiving is to write a journal, to commit positive thoughts to a positive place so that they are there as a reference. Once we have embraced our creative energy from Jophiel, we can begin to do this in a powerful way. Committing these positive thoughts to a physical and creative outlet will help us heal and help us to better see how Jophiel communicates not just to us, but through us. In this way, we will come to realize that we are and always have been worthy of the love and happiness we seek in others and in ourselves. She will show us that by seeing our inner beauty and waking in outer beauty, it will affect the positive energy of others around us. This is her greatest blessing. Making space for love, self-love, and the love of those around us is a big lesson that Jophiel is trying to teach us. And it is something critically important to our ability to heal. Jophiel wants us to heal and to love. To do that, we need to make room for these things in our lives. We need to see that toxic people in our lives take up more room than those we love. By making the decision to put ourselves first and cast these people out, we can make more time for the good and loving influences with less negativity and drama. Not only is that what we may need, but it also could be the trigger for those negative individuals to change. As we begin to see Jophiel as being as wise as she may be using us to help bring her messages to those unwilling to accept them. Pets. While this is not a requirement, I find that pets are a great source of healing energy and calm, where they can love unconditionally. In building this bond, we can really begin to understand what true connections are. I think rescue pets are especially good for the soul if you consider that you are helping that pet to heal from untold emotional distress. The journey to your bond and companionship is one that will help you understand the world and see the beauty of all things, even when hardship had to be experienced to get there. If you have a local animal shelter, volunteering your time to help can be greatly satisfying work. It certainly is worth exploring since compassion is such an important part of our connection with Jophiel. Again, this is by no means a requirement, but when we learn to love and heal others, both humans and our animal friends, we learn to better love ourselves. Healing. When we hurt ourselves, wounds need time to heal. While this is something we can see in the physical sense, it is something that we cannot see but feel when we are healing emotionally and spiritually. Jophiel is a healer. She is there beside us, helping us in the time we are resting our souls, be it through meditation or cleansing our space and energies. It cannot be stated enough that we also need to introspectively allow ourselves to be loved, to forgive mistakes we've made, to let go of the negativity, and to begin to rebuild ourselves in a purely positive light. Part of healing is letting go of the past, and this is daunting at first. Jophiel will help you, filling your life with confidence and hope as you begin to let go of the old wounds and baggage. Misery loves company. One of the great pitfalls of being a spiritual being is that our energies are affected by those around us. And at this moment, I just wanted to talk about the adage that misery loves company and explain how we should deal with it. When we say that misery loves company, we're actually saying that those who feel sad or angry may feel better by bringing down the moods and energies of others around them. They are happy to make others feel as low as they do. It is something we see time and again as a society, and as spiritual beings, it is a delicate balance to strike, both trying to help others and to avoid allowing people to bring our mood down. What I would always suggest is to try to help the person in the first instance, but gently and with compassion. Upon rejection, take a step back, re-energize, and then return later to this person. Offer that individual an open door should he ever want help. At this time, I would then always advise you to put yourself and your energy first. You can't help those who aren't ready to accept your help. By making it clear that you're ready when they are, you can take your energy and keep yourself at a distance. Toxic situations are going to exist, but that doesn't mean we have to allow them to affect us. It is true that we could be exposed to negativity, but learning to heal is learning how to handle situations like this. Think about it like this. Sometimes we have to remove a meal out of the oven and you may accidentally burn your finger. The next time you approach the same oven, you make sure you are protected. This is much the same as what we need to do to help those who perhaps do not want our help. All right, we'll go ahead and stop right there. So chapter 3 and 4. And in the next video, we will read chapter 5, beautification. And lots of little things in here that she wants to talk about with that. And then magenta meditation moments. That's chapter 5 and 6. So we'll go ahead and stop right there. So until next time, please take care of yourself. Please take care of those around you. It is Christmas Eve as I'm filming this. If you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or solstice, a little bit of all of them or none of them, take time to celebrate yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Buy yourself something nice that makes you feel good if that's what you like to do. Take a few quiet moments to meditate. I know the holidays can be especially stressful. With family and lots of things to do on the list, but take a time to stay present and enjoy whatever moment you are in, and love yourself and love and appreciate those around you. Send your light out before you go into any establishment or anybody's home to remove any negativity that does not belong, that really can make a huge difference in your life. And of course, call on one of the archangels if you feel the need to. They're always there. So I love you all very much. Have very happy holidays, and I will see you all again soon for our next 2 chapters talking about the beautiful Jophiel. Take care. Bye-bye.